Yo, Detroit versus everybody. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it.
Savage AF, baby. You know what it is. Go Blue, go Lions. Savage AF, forget your feelings. Facts matter. We are a show that talks politics, hot topics, current events, and then I don't give a fluff kind of style. I'm your host, Black Pedro. Your other host is this guy.
Yeah, this is Shang. What's up? And by the way, I saw the thing with Key and Peele, or Key was a Key where he was having a heart attack watching the Detroit Lions going, run the ball. Oh, he won't run the ball. Don't ever run the ball. Run the ball. It was just like
we get in there on it.
It was one of those things. They said that Detroit was giving like multiple heart attacks all over Michigan.
Oh yeah, no, it was a thrilling match. That being said, man, Savage AF, forget your feelings. Facts matter. The algorithm says don't curse too early, but don't worry, we are for adults. Hide your kids. You can catch us Monday through Friday, typically 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, typically live on YouTube and Facebook,
typically
Instagram when we're not getting banned, as I am right now, or at least from going live.
By the way, the banning is something we should be used to, because if you look at the other times we've had shows, we've had a lot of situations where we got people upset and we got flagged. And I know one of them was because of another comic, and then another situation was because of another comic.
I would just like to any of those people out there who we might offend, fuck you, and I went ahead and cursed early.
Yeah, you went in early. I guess the hell with the algorithm.
Well, today's algorithm's out the window. Whatever.
I have to concede that the molly-whopping was real.
Yeah, no, we'll get into it, man. Just know that Savage AF, if you ever miss us live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m., our YouTube channel is here for you to help you, catch on up. All the shows are archived. It's scrolling at the bottom, youtube.com/C/SavageAFWorld, all one word. That being said,
yeah, make sure you go there. When you go there, you'll click this little, what's it called? Oh, yeah. Click the bell.
Yeah.
Make sure you click the bell. Make sure you give us some thumbs up. And don't sleep. I'm just letting y'all know. Don't sleep on this. I'm trying to tell you. That was an accident.
All right, listen. So some of you, though, may have been either kicked off of YouTube. Maybe it's just not your platform of choice. Sometimes Instagram don't mess with us. But that's what Facebook is there for. They really don't have any rules. Savage A.F. on Facebook. Savage A.F. Look us up there. And then, even though, they want to go ahead and put a ban on a brother, we still need those followers on the Instagram, y'all. So make sure you follow.
Put a ban on a brother.
At Black Pedro on Instagram. At Comedian Shang as well. That's a G on the end of that Shang there.
Is it a G? Yeah, people didn't realize. People thought I was Shane. But first off, follow Black Pedro. We want Black Pedro's numbers to go higher than the moon. And follow me so mine get high as the moon. And Threads, of course, to get high as I was the other night off of these edibles that they didn't tell me what milligram they were.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you got to put the milligram on there because it don't stop. And I still have a gift for you of a huge amount
A
of
plethora.
copious flowers and edibles.
Hey, man, I fucks with the flowers and the edibles.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
so you know what it is, guys. Listen, Savage AF, fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Let's get into it today because there's a lot to talk about and so little time. We're going to end today's show with some special remembrances, but some legends, not only just in entertainment, but in Black culture, passed away recently. Let's talk about it. Before we get into that, though, thank God we don't have to say his name, but we're going to talk about the situation with TYREEK Hill and the Miami police outside of the stadium this past weekend.
that was one of those situations where we'll talk about it, but it's hard for me to really
We'll get into it.
Give cops a pass, man.
We'll get into it, but this first one, of course, we're going to start out talking about the great debate which occurred last night, the first one between Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris. If you piled up the total of just things that Trumpty Dumpty said during this debate, you would definitely say,
motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was incredible. See, the thing is, when they did the fact check, which was right after that, I like the fact that he was getting fact checked in real time, and they did a fact check after that. The reason that they didn't fact check her as many times because she said one misleading statement, and she said she misspoke on another situation where it was a recession.
That's all. She just
now, if we go to the other orange fuck stick. If you look at it, was 33 lies, which he passed up the amount of lies he did.
Haitians are eating pets.
Yeah, 33 lies in a row, and then they interrupted him, corrected him twice. He lied another 13 times, including saying the big lie that he didn't lose the election. I didn't say that. It was being sarcastic. He was absolutely lying. And I have a summary of what happened at the debate right here.
That was it. Now check this out, man. So to out the gate, just walking up to the stage and the podium, she boss ladied him, invaded his podium space and extended the hand, basically forced him to shake her hand.
You know what she did? You didn't hear what she said? She shook his hand and said, Don't take this ass beating personally. If business.
Ass whooping. So power move right out the gate, had him stumbling. Overall for me, I think there was a lot of spin. Obviously on Donald Trump's side, but even on her side, I think our debates in general get to this place where a lot of candidates across the board don't directly answer questions as much anymore. But
she didn't answer 3 questions. I counted total. That was she misdirected them, but she answered the other ones.
And I think she was more specific about certain things, and we'll get into that in a sec. But out the gate, just going off of like body language and stuff, as just an initial read. She owned the stage. She looked at I was like halfway through, I was like, he won't even look over there. And it seems timid at that point. She's got smiles. She's laughing. She's looking over him like, motherfucker, say what? Even when she couldn't interject on the microphone. And he looked over there like he looked like a Grumpy Simpsons character, dude. Like that motherfucker.
Well, all I know is that
and old and angry.
He was angry. He got triggered easily. Every trap that she laid, he took, and then she just mollywopped him. It was just brutal, man.
I think one thing that's important to note out the gate is that she did say some things that I felt were, definitive in terms of goals economically. One of which was providing $50,000 in tax credits for new small businesses, which, I think a lot of Americans, if something like this were able to be passed, could benefit from. Also, she talked about giving $6,000 to
new parents, the
first year of your child's life, which I know families could really use. And for those like, who we gonna pay for it? She didn't say. I mean, I think the overall platform is get rich motherfuckers and corporations to pay more taxes, and then we'll have money to do all of the things.
Yeah, but the spin on it, other than when he went in the spin room, nobody wanted to talk to him, and he was just looking around. And then when they asked him a question, he said, "I won 92 to 70 or 60," and then he just walked out because he's a bitch, and he got bitch slapped, and he got mollywopped, and he got scuffled. I don't know, scuffled.
Hey, everybody out there, Ms. O. Williams, Breezy JJ's, Nadia, Gina, Lady Hazel May, LG. I see y'all, Sean Stubbs, Aaron Kingsley. Thank y'all for being here, man.
Oh, my God. Here we go right here.
People at IT.
Donald Trump remembered lots of details throughout and lied a little less. No, he didn't. He lied more. What the fuck is wrong with you? In the last debate, he lied 27 times straight. In this one, it was 33 times straight. I don't know math, but that means more. So, also, he didn't have his details together. What are you talking about? He was easily triggered. She mentioned the fucking crowd size. He lost his shit. His eyes started twitching. He started sweating above his mouth. He got angry, and she got cooler. You are out of your mind. I'm so sick of people giving him a fucking pass. And he lied a little bit less. YT Johnson, you know what? I bought you a gift, but I'm glad I kept the receipt because I'm taking it back.
Yeah, there's anybody who's trying to say that Kamala Harris lied and Donald Trump told more truth than what, the last debate, or than her, whatever.
Yeah, she did call him weak. She said
she made some economic points, and then I think did a good job, like Gina said. She called him weak, but of really painting his foreign persona, painting a good picture of that, and how he does suck up to these dictators. The world is laughing at him. And, it felt like with Trumpty Dumpty, there was just a lot of like, I'm rubber, you're glue.
And he kept repeating.
No, you're bad at your job. No, I'm the best ever. No, I built the greatest economy. And it's like.
He lied about the economy. She was big dogging him, man. She big dogged him multiple times. And that's just the truth. She was just.
The one that gets me though is it's here in the title, the Haitians Eat Pets, because this wasn't a story, it's not even a story, or it
was a story. I saw it before.
It's some made up shit, but I was not aware of this situation. But apparently, in some place called Springfield, Ohio, where the economy was down. And houses were sitting there empty that nobody wanted, and there were jobs in factories that nobody wanted. An influx of Haitians came through and took up those jobs, took up those properties, have boosted the economy. Yes, things go up when demand goes up. So yes, maybe grocery prices went up when the Haitians came in, but it's not their fault. That's just called economics. Obviously, racism is going to be there. It is Ohio. It is Midwest America. And so, amongst other things, normal racism, somehow this story, this false ass story about these Haitian immigrants eating people's pets, catching geese in the wild and chopping their heads off and eating them. It's some bullshit, but it's something JD Vance put out there, and then Trump doubled down on last night. And when I found out what he was actually talking about, that was a motherfucker say what for me, because that's just like some extremely racist shit. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not a little bit racist.
Yeah, I mean, like that is
it's like extra credit racist.
Black immigrants who don't even speak English, they speak some jigaboo French, are eating shih tzu.
He said they're eating the dogs and your cats. Okay, the bottom line is he got microphone check 1 2 1 2 when they said no. I'm sorry, we called. That wasn't the case. Shut your mouth, you lying orange cunt. That's how the moderator's like, no, you're full of shit. Let's go on. Now, VP Harris. No, stop talking. Stop talking, you orange cunt. Stop it. And then, the sister on the thing said they. By the way, they're not killing babies.
There's nowhere in America. I
That's
mean, we want
that's
to talk
illegal.
about
That's illegal.
I mean,
Yeah,
Trump was really out there saying that liberals want or are allowing abortions in the 7th, 8th, 9th month after birth. But I mean, like, it's just ridiculous shit that was being said there. So he overall absolutely Trumpty Dumpty. I think even more than Kamala Harris, and not to take anything away, even more than her being solid as fuck and really owning the space and owning her opponent. It was like some of these images you put up where it's just like a child trying to kick an adult. Like he went straight baby infantile mode.
and she
You have
just
what am I? You're stupid. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
just,
she was giving him the business. She was giving him the business.
but I'm saying she didn't really have to at a certain point. Like,
Oh no, it was easy. Yeah,
he's just talking and he sounds like a fucking nut.
idiot.
Somebody compared him to Grandpa on The Simpsons. You know, oh, listening to me. You know,
No, but no, the traps that she left were incredibly easy, and he got triggered really easily. And the one thing I thought is, if she could easily trigger him like this, what could another leader do to him? They would smoke him. It wouldn't even be.
She said, "You want to be friends with a dictator that would eat you for lunch."
Oh, and then he was like, if Biden and then Biden, and she said, whoa, bitch, you ain't running against Biden. You run against me, motherfucker. And she didn't say that, but that's what in my mind.
Oh, but she did you see when she almost said motherfucker?
Yeah.
When she was like, and then this former president, but woo, she called him a motherfucker in her head. Oh
man, she called him multiple motherfuckers in it.
He tiptoed that touchdown.
Yeah, but she was giving him the business. She was giving him the business. She was just absolutely definitely. I don't know where I got this one, but wow. This is a weird one. But she gave him the business. And the bottom line is right now, Fox and a lot of the right wing is trying to spin it, saying that he won, that it was 3-1 because the moderators were fact checking him. Shut up, bitch. It was you against the truth, bitch. And the reason they didn't check her as much because she didn't say mistruths and lie like you did. You lied like a rug, you sad orange man. And now you don't want Kamala's. They asked for another debate. He said, I don't want to do another one on Fox because I won so clearly. I don't want to do another one. It was just bad, man. And I saw people on my feed talking shit saying, well, it wasn't fair because they were fact checking him in real time. As they should, motherfucker. What?
That's the best time to do it.
Wait till the lie goes around the earth twice? Stop it. And the thing about the dogs, man, where she just laughed at him, you could tell that there was steam coming out of his head, and then he pooped on himself a little bit. He got a diaper on, so it was a little bit. I don't know if you listened. I heard a little.
That's right.
A little bit.
Gina Emerson says Fox folks last night told the truth, though. I mean, there's no defending it. Like, you're gonna end up looking like an idiot if you try and back up Haitians Eat Pets. Like, if you try and justify that or say that this was some good angle, no, you're gonna be. It's like it's probably only so far down this hole some of these motherfuckers can go. What was funny to me is that when Trumpty Dumpty tried to make himself sound credible about one of the bullshit points he was making, he was like, and everybody said I was nearly perfect. Jesse Waters and Laura Ingraham. And I was like, he just named a bunch of Fox.
John Stewart said, and Skeletor and Thanos, and he didn't say that, but it was in that vein. And it was so many people that were checking him, and he still didn't listen. Actually, they said his prep team told him, don't do that shit. Don't call names. He can't help himself. Something's wrong with him. He's deranged. The motherfucker's cheese has slipped clearly off the cracker, and he got mollywopped. And anybody that's watching the show don't like the shit you could suck a donkey dick.
There
Like, and I'm talking about a big donkey. I'm talking about
you
gurgle, bitch.
My Freedom says black dude named Anthony Harris went to city council meeting lying about the Haitians. I wonder how much he was paid. Now I haven't heard anything about that, My Freedom, but you do wonder, like, and from what I was understanding is that this was coming from some obscure story that made it into, you know, that nice old racist space of the dark internet, and then, you know, comes back out as some meme. And then JD Vance starts talking about it out loud, and now it's
and they don't do fact checks, so a lot of that stuff gets out there and it becomes the truth. Because if you say a lie, what does it say? If you say a lie enough, it becomes the truth to a lot of these idiots. But the bottom line is, it was easily fact checked. He was easily fact checked about babies being killed after the 9th month, and I like the fact that people were like, "Yeah, you can't say that shit." So it wasn't 3 against 1; it was 1-on-1 with people saying you're not allowed to do that. And he still talked over her, and he still tried to talk more, and he still interrupted the moderators, even though the mic was supposed to be cut off. So there was a little bit of giving him a grace. Fuck that. I'm so sick of them giving him grace, and all you people giving him grace, and some of the people I've seen on Instagram. By the way, I'm trying not to hate people, but I hate you. I hate you for not grasping reality. I hate you for I want to put my hands on you. I want to put my around, and I see, look at my fingers and squeeze right here, right there, and then that's how I feel, because I'm sick of it.
That's what Kamala did to Trump's political career last night, I believe.
No, don't get ahead of yourselves. Hey. She went afterwards and did a rally, or she spoke and said, we ain't there yet, because it is still 50-50. And that's what fucks me up about America, because Americans are so full of shit, and America ain't shit, because how the fuck is it 50-50? It shouldn't even be close.
Well, there was a civil war.
She was absolutely mollywopping him. What America, are you talking about?
50 is it's north-south, blue-red. It's never like north-south and you know, the Pacific Northwest. Like, it's like, you know, we're always this or that. Two sides to a coin, heads, tails.
Well, who are the people on the fence now? But they did do a poll, not a poll. Now, you know, where they have undecided voters, and they ask them after watching that. And one of them I watched, the people were still undecided. I wanted to go through and take a toothpick and stab each one of them. Like with a toothpick. It's not gonna kill them, but the little hole it'll leave. Pop, 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 pop.
It would be annoying.
And then the other one, they took a poll, and people said, I'm not voting for that motherfucker. That is not going to happen. So anybody in the feed, what did you think? Who do you think won? Yes, and Jon Stewart was hilarious. He killed it, and he went live right afterwards and killed it. But
yes, I watched that too.
And he did basically say, he's a coward. He's a coward. And all you white people try to act tough that are supporting him, and the black lost coon cage people, that's what you are. And I'll say it to your face, and then we can go from there. The bottom line is, with all of this information, with all of this stuff, with the fact that he's 34 times a felon, there should still be backing this man. And actually, he wasn't good for the economy. And the Republicans have never been good for the economy. They have, and they've lost the popular vote. All this information, and you still doing it. It ain't about the fucking policies are helping you. It's about tribalism for white folks, and the snow heathens, and the white walkers, and the right wing. That's what it's. And yeah, the rice monkey. All of y'all. It's about racism and keeping this incompetent, fucking subpar at best white man in power. And he wasn't white. He's orange. And he didn't finish the rest of his ears, so the back of his head was just stark white. He looked like one of those candy corns.
My Freedom said, and I agree with this, they kept allowing him to ramble on after her responses, even when he'd already spoken, but cut her off quickly when she attempted one time to correct him lying about her. And she still found a way to get that in, but that was my main criticism of the
moderators.
Moderators is just like, oh man, you know, they do keep letting him explain. But Also, I do realize that some of those moments were his most damning. You know what I mean? And his it's kind of like, you know, when self-immolation, where he's just like,
Oh yeah, let him talk. That's why I wanted the mics to be kept on, because there was one point he said, "No, that's not true, sir. I'm sorry, that's not the case, Mr. President. It's not." And he said, "But I heard it on TV. But they said it on TV that they're eating the dogs, and some lady said her pet was missing. And oh please, I wish we could just end this and go home." He actually said this. You need to go down to that beautiful White House, and just right now we can stop this debate, because you wanted to stop that ass whooping, you little bitch. Oh, and all your followers, bitches. You call all of them, all whatever the amount is. She said, "Oh, gangster." There was 3 things that are savage that she said, and I thought this was as savage as this show. She said, 81 million people fired you.
Boom.
Thug life. Only thing she didn't do after that was go da 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 da. It was brutal, and there's nothing he could say.
I always love her, but you know, Trump spins these, you know, these facts in a way that I guess to him or his base are supposed to mean something. Like when he's like, "I got more votes than any sitting president in the history of America." It's like, okay, but you didn't get more votes than your opponent. like setting Republican records doesn't mean anything, dude.
Right. I ran faster.
Yeah, the other dude got 81, dude. Like
I ran faster than any fat yellow dude ever ran. And then they go, "Yeah, but you didn't run faster than the dude you were racing against." Oh, fuck Usain Bolt. But
like, I was the first Republican to ever run for president in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you were.
And then you lost.
You know, you got us there. But the thing is, a lot of the people in the feed, I want to ask the people in the feed, and you can put in there whatever way you want. Who do you think won the debate? And I know we're going to have a troll. No, we just want to see. I know we're going to have some trolls like YT Johnson is going to say something. And like Jon Stewart is boring and his jokes are written for him. Okay.
Mizzo called it for Kamala.
He's funnier than you, YT Johnson. And these 2 men that are on this fucking vodcast right now are funnier than you. I've been stabbed in the throat with a fucking butter knife. Still funnier than you. Fucking horrible.
There you go.
Who won?
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. LG says Trump lost. We come on, man.
I wanted to be.
Man, Republicans aren't even talking about he won. Like, ain't nobody does.
No, they are saying he won. They are saying he won. I've been looking at it. They are saying he won.
That's a minority.
Yeah,
Republicans, other than his again, his base isn't important in these things. Like how they feel about it doesn't matter. It's like independents, anybody on the fence, more moderate Republicans. Like these are the people that need to be swayed. That's all it is. So we know Trump got his ass kicked last night. Me Tutu says Trump is an elderly child, so Kamala. Yeah, that's what it is, man. We're gonna keep it pushing, man. A couple more things to talk about today. Just 2 words, man. Tyreek Hill. Come on now. Can the brother just drive to the game? It looked like he was in a McLaren to me, completely blacked out, pulled over by I believe motorcycle cops, who then went semi-ape shit and ended up having him on the pavement, face down, handcuffed.
Dragged him. Said, "You listen to me."
Violation. They knew who he was. You could hear the officers be like, "That's Tyreek Hill." Like they're outside the fucking football stadium. It's right before the game, and you know, as far as I can tell, he gave his ID and stuff, and then rolled his window back up. And the cop freaks out and is like, "Roll your window back down. Keep your window down." And when he wouldn't roll it down, or whatever, then it escalated into some shit it didn't need to go to. And anybody who tried to, another group in a Rolls Royce truck, brothers pulled up to try, you know, seem to be either teammates or some kind of associates. Yeah, you know.
But this is the thing with the cops, and I watched that, and I made a bunch of comments, and people attacked me, and they were like, "Well, if he just complied, stop it." He did comply. Number one. Number two, when do you get dragged out and handcuffed for a ticket violation, even if you felt it. Oh, he didn't have a seatbelt on. How do you know? His windows were blacked out. So you didn't. You pulled him over out of some kind of jealousy or whatever the fuck. It wasn't about I was following the law. No, you weren't. And you felt a certain way because you said it. The cop said it. You listen when we talk. You do what we say when we say do it. I'm like, and he's like, come on, man. Come on. He wasn't cussing him out like, hey, motherfucker, get off me. None of that. He wasn't doing none of that. So cops, you don't get a pass no more. Never with me. If you're a good cop and you don't police the bad cops, you're a bad cop. Fuck you and your entire family. And there was a dude, and I'm not going to say exactly what he said. I'm going to monitor myself because I know we get flagged all the time. He said, if a cop ever did something like that to my brother or my mother or anything like that, and they unalive them, everybody got to get it. The dog, the cat, the fish, their family. And I'm starting to feel, I don't know. It went viral, but I'm starting to feel that way. And in my old age, I'm starting to really feel like enough of giving y'all a pass for your bad behavior. There was no reason to do that. Give him the fucking ticket and keep it moving. Go catch some cocaine dealers.
Gina Emerson said they said he was going 100 miles per hour in the 30 mile per hour area. It went very bad. Now, if that's true, I haven't heard that. I'm not denying it.
Confiscate the car. Give him a ticket.
I mean, those are serious allegations. 100 miles, especially on a surface street. Yeah, I mean that's wild out, bro. Like, but there didn't seem, it did also seem like the cops escalated this.
They escalated it. Here go. Is Aaron Kingsley trolling? All right. I think Trump won. Kamala looked like she was going to cry about halfway through the debate. She skirted the first question. Are you better off than 4 years? To be clear, I dislike both of them. All right, Aaron Kingsley. By the way,
she was gonna cry from laughter because he was saying something.
Yeah. All right. So Aaron, I want you to do me a favor. I need you to inbox me your address. I'm gonna send you some freeze-dried dicks to crunch on. You motherfucker. You.
So you get them in the freezer quick, because and get smelly in this heat wave. Oh yeah, man.
When you hear a knock on the door, you know what it's from me. You
have a porch full of dick meat.
How are you so dumb? But back to TYREEK. In the end of the day, TYREEK and his people will definitely do something about it. I think that wow, he looks crazy there, but that's the wrong picture. But I think that he even said, arrest me then. Then let's go. Let's go. Let's see if your my big dog lawyers can handle what your big dog lawyers. And I just think that we're tired of seeing it. They knew who he was, and somebody said it doesn't matter how wealthy you get. What was the Jay-Z song? There's a Jay-Z song where it's like, still a nigga.
And listen, if he's going 100 miles an hour, 30 mile hour zone, if he was
that.
No matter how rich you are or you're on the team, I personally don't believe you should just get away with that, or they'd be like, all right, well, slow down next time. I mean, that's serious shit. Like 100 miles an hour on
serious shit
on the freeway too. I mean, and I got a lead foot, man. I get out there, but to do 100 on the street would be wild.
Oh, by the way, YT Johnson, you asked where I got the freeze-dried dick. Your mother. That's where I got them from. I got them from your mother. I asked her, could she go give me a box full of them because she's so used to getting them, and she did. Okay, so
that took a turn. I didn't see that.
Well, I mean, hey, you know what it is? You know what? Just take this ass whooping. Oh, but it was Jay-Z's song, "The Story of OJ." Okay, I could not think of it. Thank you very much. That's what I felt like when I saw that situation with TYREEK. I thought of that song for some reason. That it doesn't matter. I'm Super Bowl champ. I'm this. I'm that. Doesn't matter. In our eyes, you're the N word with the hard ER, and that's what you are. And the thing is, the people that were the cops that were doing that, they were Hispanic or they were Latin, I believe. One of them was.
Yeah, it's cops. At some point, it's just kind of like the Memphis cops who killed the one kid. They're on trial now. Like, and that was 5 black cops on a black dude. So
Yeah, no, it's the cop mentality.
Most of it, the vast 99.99% of it is white cops beating up on Negroes.
And policemen.
There are some niggas
black that
they
try to appease their overseers and make them look good in front of the white people. There's a lot of white people that are coon cage ass people like Candace Owen and on and on and on that are just like that. They were like, I think it's because I love you, Mr. Trump. Ham bone, have you heard? That's what it is. And YT Johnson, you're not gonna win between me and you. You're just not. Okay. You're saying I like succulent crotch meat. Yeah, your mother's. I'm just gonna keep going back to your mother. You're not gonna win this. All right. You're just gonna keep taking the L, just like Trump took an L, shellacking last night in the debate. Y'all both are losers. And you maybe you did eat a dog. All I did was kill one.
They're eating the pets. That's the hopping Bob mentality from life, Ms. O'Williams says. Yeah, man. Some people like to hop to it. But either way, man, yes. We've seen, what was the guy's name? Thabo Cephalosha. He had his leg broken by the New York police, I believe. Former NBA cat. Like, yeah. It really doesn't matter, man. And, as much as I want tint on my windows to keep the sun off me, I don't have it right now because I'm like, just go ahead and see everything, officer. Just reading the Bible while driving.
Right. I don't know if you could tell these crippled kids need to get to the hospital, but these crippled kids, these crippled white babies, I was making sure they got to the hospital. How did you get a bag of crippled white babies? Really can't talk to you about that right now. It's hard to find them, but trust me. There's a lot of stores that sell them out the back. Crippled white kids.
Sean Stubbs said TYREEK said he didn't want attention like cameras out and phones out, and that's why he didn't roll down his window right away. All of these things make sense. Celebrities get completely blacked out windows, even though they're not legal in a lot of places, for the absolute privacy. And they know who he is, so they
that's not it. Yeah, and the way they dragged him out, the aggressiveness, they always escalate the problem instead of de-escalate the problem. It seemed like they do that more frequently with black people than they do with white people. I was on a feed going back and forth with somebody. I don't know why I was doing that. You wake up in the morning, you're checking your phone, and then you go back and forth. And they were saying it was a law thing. It wasn't a black and white thing. I'm like, no, then show me the amount of videotapes of white men being dragged on the cement, put on the side of this road, arrested for no apparent reason other than being black. Whereas white people chase cops around cars with a knife. And they're like, put it down, sir. Put it down, sir. And they don't get ventilated. They don't get aftermarket holes in their head when they do that. So I don't want to hear shit from y'all until you show me a giant amount of videos of white people getting housed. Then until then, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth and take this.
Yeah, man. Yeah. YT Johnson says, white dude wouldn't close his windows. You know that. White dude wouldn't get pulled over. White dude wouldn't get dragged out of his car. White dude would have cracked his window. They've been like, oh, I'm sorry, quarterback. Good game. Have a good luck.
I love the way you play.
That makes sense. This for my kids.
Stop.
You're my son's favorite.
Why did they use that voice?
Because they'll change. Because with that, it's like, I'm the car, motherfucker. Get on the fucking ground. And then with the white, it's like, oh look, hey guys, it's Chip Chippleson's over. Oh God, Chip.
Hey man, how did you get out of that one where you threw the ball? It was
amazing.
That
was amazing, man. I just can't. I remember I used to follow you in high school. Yeah.
You know what?
I'd let you Central, right? Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Fucking guy, he beat us.
You're so good. I'd let you fuck my wife. I really would. I'd let you fuck my wife. I don't usually say that to everybody. I mean, you're a good looking dude. Like, I'm just saying, I would. I mean, they're full of shit.
The cops were Latino. They was white on the inside. And
yeah, were they Mexican?
Always sounds like this, no matter what the is. The white
Yeah,
man
so
on the inside was the one.
it was a double standard. The double standard exists. It happened in the debate, I think, or it was a double standard where they let him go a little bit longer than her, let him try to explain himself, even though it did make him look even weaker and more like bread soaked in water. But I just feel like in this situation, black athletes need to speak out on it more. I like the fact that LeBron, there was when LeBron was playing for Miami, he did speak out on it, and they did speak out on police brutality. And I still say Kaepernick got the short end of the stick. You got a raw deal, short end of the stick, because a military man was the one that said it's more honorable and respectful if you kneel. And that's the reason he was doing it. And they were at one and sending him death threats. They were sending him death threats. White people go out and literally shoot animals in their backyard constantly, and dogs, and they were shooting dogs.
Delicious dogs.
Delicious dogs. I like the Chihuahuas because they're spicy. I mean, come on, y'all.
Maybe the Haitians were discovering hot dogs for the first time, and then somebody took that and was like, they're eating dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant a Frank.
That's what I meant.
It's not fucking.
But by that time,
they was eating.
The story's gone already. Yeah, they're gonna already be like the black Haitians are eating dogs. So the bottom line is, and it was already debunked, and the fact that he went out there and did it, he's a sucker. He got sucked. He's a sucker. So, but no. Do you think TYREEK should sue them? Absolutely.
I haven't heard any other details other than what people threw out here today. So I don't know. Maybe if, like I said, if he was excessively speeding like that, you're in the wrong and probably deserve some kind of whatever the law requires. But I don't think whatever happened, it didn't seem, because it didn't seem to be like some police chase where he was running from them at 100 miles an hour or whatever, right? They didn't approach the car. They seemed to approach the car like it was a regular traffic stop. So the way it ended, seems to be excessive. And, based on what I know now, it seems like he has plenty of room to sue, but without more information, that's really hard for me to say, like, to be honest.
Well, yeah, even if he was going 100 miles per hour.
It seemed like it was, well, no. I mean, a motherfucker going 100 miles an hour, they're going to yank you out your car aggressively. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're basically a bullet flying through the fucking city.
Oh, no, it's endangering people. But
yeah, so
it's endangering people.
Like, you're either high or what the fuck is wrong with you, right?
Or you either high, but which he wasn't, or keep that same energy across the board with a lot of stuff. And I have seen situations where cops on video have seen people speeding, weaving back and forth between the lines, and they happen to be Caucasian, and they let them go, Pedro.
Well, and actually, I would just challenge you. Like, I actually don't want the cops to keep that same energy with everybody. We want that energy gone from the police force. The one.
No, I mean, where if you're going to
I'll blow your fucking head off, fuck some bitch, gun. You know what I mean? Like, we want to get that shit out.
We don't want that shit. I mean, let me fix that. If you're going to do that to him, if you're going to arrest him for 100 miles per hour, everybody got to get it. Everybody got to get it for 100 miles per hour. And there's no proof of that. And how come that hasn't been brought up other than in this feed? Because I didn't see that nowhere. I didn't see that nowhere.
All I can say is it really, from the way they approached the car, it didn't seem like he was on some felonious shit. They know who he is. So, there's not like, he's not about to pull out a gun and blast his way into the state. It's not the last Boy Scout. Motherfucker score a touchdown and just start shooting, motherfucker. Like,
yeah, on a horse. That movie was god awful. Like, there was only one good part, was the Bruce Willis when he caught his wife cheating. Other than that movie, like, I like Damon Wayans. I think he's funny. I think he's cool. That movie, I said, man, it was for a check, right? And he was like, cut the check. That's the only reason I could see that. So,
let's go.
The police weren't that bad. TYREEK assumed privilege. Oh my God, YT Johnson, is this what I'm gonna do? What they did in the, are you on your period? What do you need some cram?
You asked how do I know that they know it's TYREEK? Because if you look at the video, you can hear one of the officers on the body cam say it's TYREEK Hill.
It's TYREEK Hill. Like, how do we know that? Audio.
I use my ears. That's you
Pedro,
know.
you gotta stop doing
these
that
sensory experiences, and I put them
Yes.
together in my brain, and they become thoughts.
Yeah, you know what? I think you need to stop doing that.
So yeah, please keep your dumb typings to yourself.
Wow, we got new people going in the feed. He says Whitey is a white dude and probably a pig. I'm telling you, man. I heard nobody call nobody a pig.
My freedom say right. LG says, what about the license plates? That's another good way that officers use to identify individuals. He's like, one officer knew TYREEK. Well, then he said it out loud to other officers, and
so
then
in turn,
dissemination of information.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that, man. But what about de-escalating the situation, having a conversation? I mean, why not do that?
Again, I'm not saying.
Say, hey, man, listen, man, you were going to 100 miles per hour. That's illegal. You know you can't do that. We both know you can't do that. You know, we're going to have to tow your car. You have to pay a big fine or whatever the thing is for 100 miles per hour. Go about it that way in a diplomatic way instead of that immediate stormtrooper.
Like you wonder, motherfucker, get out the fucking car right now.
Yeah, instead of that. I've had situations where cops were really rude to me, and I'm still talking sensible to them, and they're still rude to me. They're still aggressive to me. They're overly aggressive. They're putting handcuffs on me. And I was in Houston, and the dude put the handcuffs on me, and all I said was, he said, I'm trying to treat you like a human being, because he pushed me on the car. I went, whoa, man. He said, I'm trying to treat you like a human being. And then when I said, I am a human being.
They gave us this new training and just don't understand it.
It's just not working for me, man.
They were supposed to shoot on sight, and now they like ask your name first or some shit, and it just don't get it, man.
It doesn't work for me, man. It's just not working for me. I want to shoot niggers like I did before, and now they're telling me I can't. Nah, man. And all I said was, I am a human being. And this motherfucker lost his shit. What are you, some kind of courthouse lawyer? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, an anthropologist.
And arrested me for public intoxication, which if anybody knows, that ain't me. And I had to get the other comic to come bail me out because my wallet, even though I had my ID on me, luckily, my wallet was in the comedy condo. And she came down with her child in her arms, cussing the white lady, cussing them out. Ooh, I'm fucking Carol Montgomery, that's her name. Cussing with a baby Dylan in her arm, going, get him out now. Get him the fuck out now. You dirty fucking cops, you pieces of shit, you dirty pieces of doo-doo piece shit, feces fuckers. And she had her baby in the arm. They get the money out of my wallet. They let me out. I was gonna fight it and go back down to Texas. Like I'm gonna prove to these motherfuckers that I was.
Your escape point saying I wouldn't press my luck.
Come back down here. They meet me at the airport. Well, no, you'd be back. We knew it. You seem like one of those obstinate niggers, not a nigger that just rolls over. Supposed to just take the mistreatment like you're supposed to.
Uppity. That's what they call
uppity niggers.
Hey man, before we get out of here. I'm sure both of these men were called uppity at some point, but just for being talented and persevering. But before we get
which one you want to go first? Which one you want to talk about first? Because they're both amazing.
Rest in peace. I believe Frankie Beverly just happened today. Lead singer of Frankie Beverly and Maze. You know, you have not ever been to a cookout if it didn't start with whoa, whoa, didn't.
Yeah.
So I let you go. Like when you hear that, whoa, whoa.
Oh, I let go. And joy and pain, like sunshine and rain.
So many hits.
So many hits. Frank, I've seen them 3 times. That was my trying to be grown portion of my life because I said I got to stop listening to Dragon Snake metal funk rock. And let me go out with this girl and listen to some grown folk, smooth black music. And that was the first concert I went to, other than Lionel Richie, the Commodores. I went to see the Commodores, and then I went to see with this woman I was trying.
That was Lionel's first group.
Yeah, that for the people that don't know, because a lot of people don't know that. And then he was actually lead singer of the Commodores. I went to see Frankie Beverly and Mays, and when I say they put on a phenomenal show, and the opening act was a group called Third World, who I fell in love with. Was a reggae R&B group. That look them up. Third World. Oh my God!
That's how you ended up in the world of Black Dragon Ska.
Sort of.
No, the gateway.
It was a gateway. It was a gateway drug. But Frankie Beverly was amazing. Amazing voice. Yeah. Amazing performer. Will be missed. But listen to his music. And that's the thing about us as artists. I think Pedro as an artist. Myself, I think I'm an artist. Hopefully our shit will live on. And I think music like that's gonna live on. And I don't mean to sound like, amen, and the music will live on, baby. but it's true.
And now that you did your voice like that, then we have to shout out the next brother, James Earl Jones. Go Blue, University of Michigan alumni. And just a quintessential actor. I mean, I believe had a speech impediment pretty severe when he was young.
Yeah.
And through Shakespearean linguistics, basically, he overcame that and became the voice of so many things. I mean, this is Darth Vader.
That's Darth Vader. I'm your father, Luke.
This is
the voice of CNN, which I auditioned for. God damn you.
King Joffrey Joffre.
Yeah.
From Coming to America.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. That was his name. I couldn't think of it. You are good. No, it's like my daughter. I just,
He's my son.
Yes. How do you like them? How do you like the women I brought you? I
always assumed you had sex with your babies. I do.
I know I do. Fantastic. By the way, that movie, the second one wasn't good. The first one is still funny as fuck. Oh, man. That's how good Eddie and Arsenio were together. It was funny as fuck. But I think that with James Earl Jones, people forget about the fact
Mufasa on Lion King. Thank you, my friend.
Mufasa on Lion King, but people forget James Earl Jones before that did a lot of racial breakthrough roles. Back when he was a young actor, where he literally was doing roles that were like, groundbreaking, just like Sidney Poitier. Back in the day, I'm going back in the day. If you know, some of you might not know who Sidney Poitier is, and I know that sounds crazy, but when you talk to young people,
call him Mr. Tibbs.
Yeah, he smacked the dude. Forget it. Then the heat of the night. But I think that he's going to be missed. But again, he's put so much great stuff out there. Claudine, and wow, that was it, Breezy JJ. Good for you. Good for you. James Earl Jones. I loved the way they portrayed him, even though it was an animation in Lion King. Scar! You're my brother. I mean, it was
voice. Yeah, I mean,
the voice is just amazing.
I mean, these are two of the most iconic voices, out there ever. Frankie Beverly's in the world of music, and James Earl Jones in the world of acting. So did want to give those flowers. And speaking of memorials and rest in peace, it did not go by me that today is Wednesday, September 11th, 2024, in the time-space continuum. And 23 years ago today, a group of terrorists took over 3 airplanes, crashed them into the World Trade Center. 4 airplanes, right? They
4 airplanes.
Crashed them into 2 into the World Trade Center, 1 into the Pentagon, and then 1 went down in the field in Pennsylvania. But in remembrance of all the lives lost that day.
1,300?
Yeah, and subsequently, I think it was more like 3,000 people died that day.
Was it 1,300 or 3,300? It was definitely a lot of 3. It was more.
3,000 people. Biggest single loss of life, I think, in American history in an attack. And also to the subsequent lives lost to first responders who ended up inhaling a lot of chemicals.
And it's still sick. And Jon Stewart's fighting to get them monies for their family because they're still sick because they have lung infections from working down in there. And that's why I can't stand Rudy Giuliani, because he tried to act like he was a hero and the motherfucker wasn't. And I'm so glad that he's being drained dry by the fucking bullshit he did and the lawsuit. And now he owes all that money to those two sisters, and he got to pay it up, or he got to sell his houses and his property. Good. I think the same shit should happen to Trump, because Trump still owes, I think 80 something million to E. Jean Carroll, and he still owes the city of New York for fraud. I forget how much it was.
It's almost $500,000.
It's up there. It's half a million. It's half a billion.
Sorry, yeah, $500 million. Sorry.
Yeah, I said $500,000. Damn. Oh, okay.
It's like 400 something million dollars, but they
got him.
The interest is coming up as well. I have to get out of here, guys.
All right, you go check this out. Savage AF. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for hanging in with us. Thank you all for even coming on the show with us, sometimes talking shit. Shout out and big ups to the champion, Kamala Harris, who murder, super loser. Donald Trump, and anybody who thinks he didn't lose, you're full of shit. Tonight, I will be at the Cannabis Cafe. If you get a chance, come out. It's at 8:00. Tonight, I'll be on with a bunch of other comics that I know. And Leah, you know Leah?
No, Lori's the homegirl, man. Love
Lori, yeah.
Awesome. Dean Del Rey's hilarious. I don't know Angela or Leah.
I know Angela from So I'll be on the show with them tonight at 8 p.m. And then this Friday, if you're at the Improv, it's called The Lab. I will be at The Lab. It's called Comedy Grind. It's at 9:45, and come out to the show if you get a chance. And then I'll be at the Comedy Chateau, where actually Pedro will be Friday.
I'll be there Friday.
And I'll be there Saturday at 7:30. So make sure you come out to the live shows. Thank y'all for rocking with us. New York City, thank y'all for representing. Thank you. And I will definitely be back, and I will let you know some information about that coming up. All right? Let them know the three things, man. If
you're still, well, I might have to add a fourth, but
now you're gonna add a fourth.
But if you still plan on voting for Donald Trump, only one of three things could be going on in your life. You're either really, really rich, you want that tax cut, don't you? Yeah. You're really, really racist, right? Haitians eat pets, right? Or you're both.
What's the fourth?
You're dumb as fuck. But racism makes you dumb, but whatever.
Yeah, but you know what? I like that fourth one. Now we got four. It's four things now. I love that. Yo, we'll see you tomorrow. Don't start no trouble. And if you do start trouble, make sure it's good trouble, because we got you back. I stab people with toothpicks. Bye-bye.